Hey you fish freaks, Darren Wendell here with Wendell Fishing, and today I'm going to show you the pros and cons of the course up, north up, heads up map orientation on your fish finder. Let's hop in. All right, so the first up is a heads up setting. In this mode, the map rotates so that your boat's bow, the front, always stays at the top of the screen. And as you move, the map shifts, keeping you oriented in the direction you're traveling. So this setting is fantastic for real-time navigation because it gives you a clear, intuitive sense of what's ahead. So the heads up setting is really great for real-time navigation because it gives you that intuitive sense of what is ahead. And the other pro to heads up is that it's dynamic. It moves, so it lets you know exactly where you are at all times. All right, some of the cons are, since the map rotates with your boat, it's going to make it really difficult to get a sense of a general area over long distances. It's not ideal for route planning. The heads up focuses on real-time navigation, making it less useful for planning long routes or seeing like the bigger picture. It kind of gives you poor situational awareness as well in areas with twists and turns. The map's rotation can make it harder to orient yourself and spot landmarks or obstacles. It lacks that static view, and to be completely honest with you, it can be overwhelming for beginners. That constant rotation can be confusing for a new user who might prefer a more stable view to get comfortable. Now let's hop into what one of those would be. All right, next we have the north up map orientation, and this is going to be a shocker for you. North is always going to be up no matter what direction your boat is heading. Now this map orientation is really great for planning because it is going to show the map orientation like it is laid out on traditional maps, giving you that bird's eye view of the entire area. All right, some of the cons for north up, it's going to be less dynamic for navigation because since it doesn't adjust to your heading, it's going to make it very difficult for you to assess what is ahead. It's also going to limit your situational awareness since this map orientation doesn't match your boat's movement. It's going to make it harder to understand your position. This setting is also not ideal for route following since it doesn't align with your course. It's going to make it more difficult, make it harder to understand that route follow. And really it's less intuitive for quick adjustments. Since it's in that static view, it's just going to make it a little bit more complicated for you. And finally, we have the old course up. Go down here, orientation, course up. And so what this setting is going to do, it's going to rotate the map to keep your current course, the direction you're actually moving, at the top of the screen. Even if wind or the current pushes you off course, course up is going to keep that map aligned with your intended route, which is incredibly helpful when following a specific path. Now, there's some pros and cons of this as well. We just mentioned the pros, right? It helps with current and wind. It's ideal for long distance and specific routes. It keeps you aligned with your intended route. However, some of the cons is it could be disorienting in unfamiliar areas. So this map rotates based off your course, which can make it harder to understand your surroundings, especially in unknown areas. It's also going to be less helpful with route planning, right? Since the map is moving with your direction, it's harder to visualize the entire route or area that you are traveling. And this setting may not show true north, which is going to be a problem, right? If you need to orient yourself based off of landmarks or terrain, course up is not going to maintain that fixed reference of true north. So this brings us to the question, which map orientation is right for you? Really quick recap. If you need quick time real navigation, you always want to know what's ahead, you're going to want to go with heads up map orientation. For route planning and understanding the lay of the land, north up is going to be your friend. And if you're following a specific path and wind and current are not your friends, you're going to want to go with course up. Hope that was helpful, my friends. I have a ton of videos on fish finders, and if you want to hop into those, here's that playlist right there. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.